Hello. So I have to say something. I have this, I don't know if it's what it is, but I stumble on words like blah, like I've had it all my life. I don't know, it's because I have Neptune in my third house. The third house is the house of communication. It's Mercury's house. Third house is Gemini. So people with a good Gemini, they speak like, they have speech like, I mean, like my my children's father, he has Mercury in Gemini. I mean, and he's such a slick Rick. He can speak. But I have this like I'm tongue stumbling always, like annoying. But anyway, I thought about this. I get so much judgmental comments on my in my comment sections about hate speech about EA and blah blah blah. Just know I'm not angry at EA quitting. I feel he feels like a soul brother to me. Soul wise, I feel very connected to him, and with all the JD Temple and just Curtis Joseph and all of those black magicians over there in the United States. So and I have much respect for Ye Quetting, you know, with the journey he has done with all these goetic demons. I mean, I like the workings with the 9 demonic kings. If Belial is difficult, I mean, and he, I mean, who's among those goetic demons? Beelzebub, and I mean, those are. I mean, I haven't met them, so I shouldn't judge them. I thought Beelzebub would show up. Now I wonder if I see him. He sits on a throne with the fly eyes, really big, black, really dominant, like something a woman like me, very feminine, very, very, very much wild feminine would fall for directly. So I gotta be a little careful. Because these demons, just like when you hang around with criminals, you feel all their masculine energy. They're so masculine, you know. They go so much because so much of this sexual energy is feeding them because they have to live on the edge all the time. You know, the masculine is death. So when he's close to death, his sexual energies are. That's why if you research serial killers, the one who researches serial killers knows that sex is always involved with murders and stuff. But anyway, this video was about all the judgment, like EA Quitting is a fraud and blah blah blah. He's not a fraud. He's in touch with these beings. And it wasn't his fault that Belial didn't leave me, that the ritual didn't go because he meant well. He quitting. He meant well with the ritual. You see in the ritual that he wanted, and he thought that Belial was ready to completely leave my life. But so the only one to blame is Belial for staying in my life. He didn't choose to listen to Ye Quetting or me. So the only one guilty for not keeping the boundaries is Belial himself. So I mean, I did everything I can. I gave all my savings to Ye Quetting. He did it all he could in the ritual. He managed to get him out of my body. Always something. But that Belial stayed in the astral, that's the only one who's guilty of that. That is Belial himself. So, and I mean, yeah, equating has it hard as it is. Don't have to slander him or, you know, I mean, before you say he's a fraud, get in touch with these beings. If you're not in touch with these beings, you have no right to call them anything. And I mean, I don't know how he even stands up. He must have so much strength from somewhere. Equating, I don't know where he gets his drive from. I don't know his astrology, if it's the sun, you know, because the sun has so much energy, just always just goes, and it can be kind of, I don't know, a little naive and, you know, if he has much fire in his chart, he does things and says things before he thinks. So, I mean, if he has committed a lot of mistakes, it's, you know, we humans, we're flawed. We learn from mistakes. If you see a baby growing up, how does the child learn? From committing mistakes. If it falls a lot, it hurts, so it learns to walk better, faster, because it doesn't want to get hurt. So I mean, just throw shit. I never meant to throw. I mean, of course I've been angry at the ritual not functioning, but at the same time I never meant to throw shit on equating, who already has a hard time. I mean, shit punishes itself. So I mean, judging him more doesn't help. Though there needs to be much more responsibility taken regarding these beings, regarding just promoting their seals without truly knowing their psychology and the risks involved. It isn't like the masculine seems to think it's just cool, like it's a random test, like, you know, random trials, like, oh, this demon has just I managed to get through it and they are so bad. But I'm a woman, and though the path of the feminine is completely different than the path of the masculine. So I mean, and a greatly feminine woman like me, wild feminine, getting in touch with these really masculine beings, that's like just it's because the forces, the strong masculine and the strong feminine are just drawn to each other like magnets. And if there's love scare involved, it's just gonna create share abuse. So the adepts, the magicians, they should really research into the psychology of these demons before they throw out their seals, and especially before they let women get involved who risk getting abused if these demons suffer from love scare and narcissism. So I mean, the magicians have because black magic is masculine, so the adept black magicians have a responsibility to make sure that the women don't get hurt by these beings. have some here. They are drawn to me, and I can channel them. If you see, what's her? There are a lot of starseeds, Christ-like, you know, the feminine Jupiterian type, white, fluffy, channeling Jesus and stuff. I'm just a polar opposite to them. I can channel the dark ones instead. I can channel. I've had a hard time getting in touch with the angels, like Archangel Michael. I have recently gotten a little bit more in touch with, but Christ, I incarnated Christ when the Christ consciousness came in, like I have already told my shamanic heart journey, but Christ himself, he has come many times to, like, protect me and protect my body with their love, like Michael and Christ have come in recent times. They have been here some, and just protected my body from these abusive demons, because they have such a hot temper, and they don't have their egos in. Most of them don't have their ego, but it's strange. They have been at war. They are traumatized. If you see the Bible, how the angels have warred against the demons, that's they have been in war. And how do humans become when they are in war? They get PTSD, traumatized, complex PTSD. I mean, so and these are sentient beings, just living on the other side, and they come to me mostly in their humanoid forms. Of course, I see them shapeshift, and you know, I can turn into, you know, whatever form they want to, but mostly they are here as humanoids, just like these Pamela Aaralyn, she's called. She channels Christ beings, and she also channels Lucifer and Lilith. Lucifer comes to her as a new form of him, a name, I don't know if you've heard that name. Her name is Pamela Aaralyn, and she channels Lucifer as HEYLAL. He comes to her as HEYLAL. And Lilith, she just channels Lilith, and but she mentions Lucifer as Lucifer also. She channels Lucifer also, just says Lucifer. And yeah, she says she only channels Christ beings, so of course they are Christ beings. But the thing is that people don't understand that these beings, the demons, are just a part of, as much as part of God, and loved as they are just as loved by God as any other being on earth. They just haven't understood it because they have been so demonized and slandered, because that God Jehovah, the narcissistic superego, the humans haven't wanted to accept them as part of himself. But in the real God consciousness, not in the narcissistic other one, they are just as loved as all beings in creation and on earth. So yeah. I just have to, and I mean, don't go at equating. I mean, he's already suffering through life crisis as it is with all the shit that's happened. And I mean, it's I don't know really. The thing that happened between Lucifer and the man who killed the women. I mean, I'm too far away to even judge any of it. I've just pondered it much and like, why did it happen and what went wrong, and that's why that's why Lucifer showed up here and let me interview him about it. And so, I mean, I'm not here to judge or slander anyone. I just want to know, to see how we can make this better for everyone. What can we do to turn all into just greatness, something better? If it's not good, how do we make it better? That's all I'm interested in. And this channel is just for educational purposes, for people to see how things can go spiritually, what can happen, you know, how things can go wrong, and yeah, to tell my life stories just for educational purposes only, not to slander or judge or punish anyone in any way, because things punishes itself. Of course, I have to fight being abused with all the methods I can, and if the demons abuse humans, they have to. I mean, they create their own karma, they create their own opposition. If they're just going to abuse us, we have to do everything to get them away. Of course, no one should ever have to be abused. But I mean, it's their choice if they choose to abuse humans. They are the cause, so the reaction is totally their responsibility. But hopefully we can see something like they have in their own pages, you know, like being like Samael is one of my favorites. He's the one I love most. I like Lucifer also, I love, but the other ones have been kindest to me, and amongst the Poetic ones I've met, and what if we can build, you know, YouTube like God space on internet, like we humans, we have YouTube. What if they can have their own space in the internet, where we can chat directly to them, you know, write directly to, like Samael has his own YouTube page, where one can, or like MySpace internet space, where humans can go directly and chat directly with him, and where he can just write, don't want to talk right now, or come back in 10 minutes, I'm drinking coffee, or whatever, because they are really funny that way. And if they don't want to talk, they can just, when you come and want to ask a question, make the screen just go black, for example, if they don't want to engage with you, you know. So they don't need humans to be channels. They can speak for themselves in their own space in the internet, because I know how they can manipulate the technology. I know they can write words on and I even think if we could get like an Elon Musk pioneering internet computer knowing software programming shit, I even think they could make it so the gods themselves can create their own avatars on their spaces and stuff. You know, how cool that would have been. to know that you're going directly to, like, if it says Lucifer space, that you're going to chat directly with him. That would have been so cool. And you can ask him anything you want right there on his space to him directly, where he then can answer directly himself to you, not having go through any human at all. I love that idea. I really love that idea. I hope a spiritual pioneering computer programmer sees this one day and goes like, wow, yeah, you know, of course they should have their own space where humans can go talk directly to them. Then they don't need any human channels anymore. They can talk directly to humans themselves. Yeah, who knows? If enough people want this to happen, it will happen, surely. Well, that's all for now. Cheers, gotta drink some coffee.